Okay guys, so here is my next little review assignment. It's obviously from our CUDA practice 19 April. And again, expect, by the way, numerous of these. I'll probably shorten them up a little bit depending on the material, but it's real important that you do these CUDA assignments, guys, for the practice. You work it out on paper, okay? Don't do it in your head. All right, make good notes that you can use on the final. Enough said, let's get right to it. So here was one of the problems from 19 April. Notice this right here. You should know that you're going to do a GCF on it. So notice that I can divide 7 and 14 by 7. So I'm going to do a 7, obviously. And the M2 and the M, I'm going to divide by M. And 7 divided by 7 is 1. M2 over M is a M, or M to the 1. Note that I have a minus. Watch your signs. 14 divides 7 is 2. And the M over the M is 1 again. So I just factored the numerator there. The denominator is 7M. We have a times. This over here, I can factor out a GCF of 8. 8 divides both 8 and 72. So notice I'm doing that. So 8 divided by 8 is, of course, 1M plus this time. Watch your signs. 72 divided 8 is 9. Now, notice the denominator, guys, is an X factor. So I'm actually going to do an 8 with a minus 6 in the middle. How does that work? Well, 2 times 4 is 8. Now, to get a negative 6, though, I need to make them both negative. So I have, therefore, M minus 2, M minus 4. Now, as a reminder, once again, guys, before we try to simplify, let's look for excluded values. M cannot equal, well, right there, if I just simply put in 0, I'm going to end up dividing it by 0. Over here, M cannot be 2, because 2 minus 2 would make a 0. Again, I can't divide by 0. And right here, I know M cannot equal 4. So these are what we call the excluded values that we can't use, in other words. Now let's simplify. Now with times, remember, everything in the top, you simplify with anything in the denominator, the bottom, just like you would do with a regular expression. So notice that I can take M minus 2 with M minus 2. I could take the 7 and the 7, the M with the M, and that's it. My final answer is 8M plus 9 over M minus 4. And so when I'm looking at my choices, looks like my second choice is the right one. That's not close. That's not close. That's not close. Notice the excluded values are 0, 4, and 2, as we got right here. Okay, let's pick the pace up a little bit. Do at least 1 or 2 more problems. Let's see what we got next. This we should know is GCF. I know I can divide by 7 into 21 and 35. Let me make note of that. And the X2 and X means I can do an X. 21 divides 7 is 3. X2, forgot the X there, over X is X, plus, watch your signs, 35 divides 7 is 5, and the X's cancel out. The denominator is just simply 3X plus 5. We have a times here. That right there is another GCF. 40 and 80, I hope you agree, we can divide by 40. Let's make note of that. 40 divide 40 is 1x. We have a plus, watch your signs. 80 divide 40 is a 2. All right, let's go to the denominator. Now this one's a little tough. This is why some of you maybe would use your calculator. But 35 and 70, guys, divide by 35. Let's make note of that. And x squared and x divide by x. Let's make note of that as well. So we're going to do a 35x here. So 35 over 35 leaves me 1. X squared over x is x. We have a plus. 70 divide 35 is 2. The x's cancel each other out. Before we simplify, notice right here, x cannot equal 0. Here, it cannot equal -2. Here, 3x cannot equal -5. So solving for that, if I divide by 3, I know -5/3 is also off limits. So we have 3 excluded values at 0, -2, and -5/3. Now let's simplify. The x plus 2's cancel out. The 3x plus 5's cancel out. The x's cancel out. 7 divides 35 5 times. Wow, everything's canceling out. 40 divide 5 is 8. So I'm pretty sure the whole thing simplifies to just 8. So that would be our answer, guys. We would say 8 would be the simplified version, and here would be my excluded values. All right, let's squeeze in one more into this video. 3, can't do anything with that yet. This, we should know we can divide by 2. So let's do a 2 here. 14 divide 2 is 7 with an R. Notice the minus. 8 divide 2 is 4. We have a times. This right here, we're going to divide by 3. Let's make note of that. It is in the denominator as well. 3 divided by 3 is 1R minus 18 divided by 3 is 6. Now we have to do this ugly numerator. 28 and 16, guys, divides by 4. So I'm going to divide by 4. Again, that's a tough one. Most of you may have thought of 2, but 4 goes into 28 and goes into 16, right? R3 over R2. That's an R2. So our GCF, guys, is 4R squared. 4R2. All right, let's simplify it. 28 divided by 4 is 7. R3 over R2 is R. We have a minus. 16 divide 4 is 4. And the R squareds cancel each other out. What are my excluded values? Well, notice right here, R cannot equal 6, because 6 minus 6 would make that 0, right? And right here, 7R itself cannot equal 4, because 4 minus 4 is 0. Dividing by 7, we know 4/7 is also excluded. Now that we know all of our excluded values, let's simplify. 3 over 3 cancel out. 7R minus 4 cancels out. The 2 cancels out with 4, gives me 2. So my final result, guys, is going to be 2R squared, right? The 2 and the R squared. And the only thing in the bottom, notice, is R minus 6. So guys, sorry about that interruption with that phone call, but there's our correct answer. Again, don't forget about our excluded values down here. Bottom line, this video, again, hopefully helps you do this CUDA assignment dated 19 April. Know that there's going to be multiple more CUDA assignments as the days and weeks go on, guys. Every day is a review day now for the final. Bottom line, okay? So I'll see you around. I'll definitely see you soon in class. Please watch, study, take notes on these videos, rewind them if you need to, pause them if you need to, watch them over again if you need to. All right? See you in class.